we almost live. We are almost live. We are almost live. Okay. Look at that. I need to make sure I'm on oh, let me get my tablet. Wait. Okay. All right. Let me get my tablet. Good morning if you're coming in. I'll be starting at 8:30. So just bear with me. Oh, start at 8:30? Oh, Lord. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I'm trying to set up. I should have been ready though, but let me open up my Canva. What is that? All right. This is my first time streaming everywhere. All right. I don't know how this gonna work out, but y'all just oh shoot. Work. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's go to I do apologize for being here we go. Being a little bit late. Okay, so let me just make sure I'm streaming on Facebook, and I'll be able to show y'all what it looks like. All right. You can do reels on Facebook? Oh my God. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see how this works. And Lord, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay. Let's go live. All right. All right. All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let me make sure I am streaming everywhere because it's my first time doing this, and I want to make sure I'm legit right now. So right now, I am about to share with you some really good, juicy nuggets. So let me get people to come in first. And be sure when you come in, let me know where you're watching from. And yeah, so if you catch me looking away, I'm looking at 3 different monitors right now. So just bear with me. And if I can't see your comment, I will look at it as soon as I can. So, first of all, good morning. Happy Thursday. I am super excited to be here today because I want to share with you something very personal, but also some value so that you can too learn on this. So you too can understand the importance of setting bold goals. So today is all about bold goals, right? Don't it sound real catchy? Don't it sound like, ooh, bold goals? It just flows. But everything that happens has some kind of background. There's always a reason, right? And so what triggered this thought about setting bold goals was yesterday I was doing some reflecting on where I've come from and where I'm trying to be in the next 5 years. And it actually stemmed from a conversation with my husband. And so we talked about a 5-year plan. And I look back at some of my old goals I had written down, and I even have So you can see right here. Well, you can't see it if you're on Facebook or Instagram, but if you're on YouTube, you can see right here these this paper with the writing on it, and those are goals I wrote in the past. But the idea came about bold goals because I created a 5-year plan, and the numbers actually scare me. They scare me. They're intimidating, but I also feel like really in the depths of my heart and soul that they're highly attainable, and I can attain them if I stay focused. And so what I'm going to do today is share with you my 5-year plan, but also give you a little background about the importance of setting goals, period, and then how setting goals is different from setting bold goals. So we all know that goals, people talk about setting goals, and right now it's just so diluted. It is so like it's so basic and average that the idea of setting goals doesn't even go that far, right? It doesn't challenge you enough. And so we set goals that are all wrong because there's no type of structure. Now, if you don't read books, right? Especially if you don't read business books, then you won't understand what I say about OKRs. I read a book, I believe it's called Measure What Matters. Don't quote me, but they're called OKRs, and OKRs stand for objectives and key results. And so when we usually set goals, we set a goal like, oh, I want to have a business. And that is as far as it goes, as specific as it is. But setting goals has to have specifics, right? It needs to be some specifics. And so when it comes to OKRs, when you set a goal, you got to have an objective, right? And then you got to have key results. The key result in which you can measure your success by. So an example of that would be if your objective is to start a food company business, right? And that's just your goal. That's your objective, start a food company business. But how will you be able to measure the success of doing so? So your key results could be you could measure that by your key result having your first 10 customers. And now you know that you have first 10 customers, you know that you've actually set a measurable goal. Another example could be that you want to lose 25 pounds. And so, how can you measure if you lost 25 pounds? Obviously, a key result will be 25 pounds less on the scale, or now you can fit in your size 7 jeans. That is how measurable it can be. So, it's important that when you have a goal, it doesn't have to be business, it can be personal, it can be mindset, anything. It needs to be measurable. I cannot make that clear enough for you. I used to have it all wrong, and I used to be very vague and very bland, almost like having food with no seasoning, because you cannot measure what you say you want. And so really you're just dreaming. You're just daydreaming about what you want to do, but it's not really a goal. I know you've probably heard this time and time again, but do you really understand that? Is it really drilled into you that, hey, I need to set something I can measure? There are so many books, so many classes, so many trainings on setting goals, and yet we all set very, very bland goals. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you my 5-year hamburger plan. Now, listen, hey, Veggie Brunch LLC. Hey, guys, if I'm looking away. Now, you won't be able to see my chart unless you're on YouTube because my screens are all set up. So if you want to see the chart I'm about to show you, just make sure you come over to YouTube and watch it. But it's called the Hamburger 5-year plan. As you can see, oh, you can see it on my phone right there too. You can see it on Facebook, not Instagram. So you see that Hamburger 5-year plan. This template came from Canva, but I just obviously, changed it to better fit me and what I needed. And so what it is a 5-year plan, and what I want to achieve, and as far as my business and my personal life. And I want to share this with you because I want you to start thinking along the lines of setting bold goals. Now, when you set things, not saying that your goals cannot be small, because you got to be realistic, right? But you also got to have an imagination. When you set goals, you need to have some of those that scare you enough to challenge you. Now, I read a partial of a book called with Grant Cardone, 10X by Grant Cardone. And it was saying that if you set a, very high goal, even if you miss it, you're going to hit the other mark that you didn't even intend hitting, right? And so that's the importance of setting goals that challenge you. Now you got to have a good mixture. You need to have, like I said, a good mixture. But those that scare you will make you, work a little bit harder to attain them. And the person that you will become because you set those challenging goals will be different. And how rewarding is that? Do you understand that? With these, I'm about to show you these numbers I got on here. Who I am today, the Chinitha you see before you today, I will be a different Chinitha. Not even just different, but a enhanced, right? Better with time, better like fine wine. Do you hear me? But what I mean is that when you see these numbers that I have, I'm going to share them with you. It's going to take a different identity for me, right? I can't be thinking small. I can't be being timid. I ain't got time to be shy. I ain't got time to be having stage fright or being afraid to speak in front of people, right? So my 5-year plan begins at 2022 to 2026. Can you see that? Okay. And the way you're supposed to do it based on this chart is the hamburger supposed to have the layers, but I didn't do it like that because it would have took me out of chronological order. So for 2022, I aspire to have a credit score of 690, monthly income of 12,500, and reduce debt that I have by 50%. That's 2022. That's next year. Do y'all understand the pressure? Okay. 2023, I want to buy the home that I want, right? The home that I want to build, not the home that somebody tell me I can and cannot afford. I want to buy the home that me and my husband want. I want my credit score to be 725 when I buy the home. I want monthly income of 14,500. I'm going to retire my husband and I'm going to reduce my debt by another 25%. In 2024, I want to have zero debt, zero zip to not zero. I want to have a monthly income of 25,000 and a credit score 850. In 2025, a monthly income of 50,000. In 2026, monthly income of 100,000. Make my first million, right? If I have monthly income of 100,000, and my daughter graduate high school. Now, these numbers, right? You may look at them, you may hear them and think they outlandish, but they are highly attainable. People out here doing it every single day. Why not you? Why not me? And so these are my bold goals because it's going to take work. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take consistency, right? It's going to take work. And so I share that with you to ask you, what are your bold goals? Or what is your bold goal? You may not have as many as I have for the coming years, but what is one that you're eyeing for, right? And how specific have you come? Have you gotten the numbers down to a number? Have you came with a specific? I even have my home, if you can see only on YouTube and like on Facebook, you'll be able to see it. I have the home that I want to have, my must-haves for my home that I want to build, right? Modern contemporary, no less than 3,000 square feet, high ceilings, smart home wiring, courtyard, backyard, master bedroom with the ensuite with the tub, double sinks, all that, walk-in closets, no Jack and Jill, recessed lighting, skylights, pantry with glass door, dishwasher, double oven, big kitchen with island with storage and seating, breakfast nook in the kitchen, dining area, backsplash in the kitchen, laundry room, gas fireplace with colors and crystals, an office, a mud room. I mean, specifics. So that when I know that when it happens, I know. And I can measure it by these. I can measure it by this. That when the home, even if it's not a built home, even if it's the home that I walk into and it has everything on it. Do you hear me? That is that. And so I want you to start thinking, because I know y'all going to be, we already about to be in the fourth quarter. Today, Thursday? The fourth quarter, right? And so are you waiting? Are you really waiting until December? Are you really going to play yourself like that? And wait until, oh my goodness, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. In 2021, y'all, we have to level up our thinking. We have to level up how we do things, because you have to pass some people up. You're going to have to definitely leave people where they at unless they want to come. Because what I decided on yesterday is that I'm not going to move slow. I'm not going to play small for nobody. Nobody. You know who depended on me? My husband, my children, my family depended on me. I'm the one I believe to be the one that helped them to see a more options, if you will, right? I believe in my heart, even all these years, that's me. It's always been me. And so with that kind of level of responsibility, you don't have time to trying to drag nobody along with you. This is why your community and the people you're around matter so much. You ain't got time to be trying to play small because somebody else ain't. The light is green, I'm gonna go. Light green, you gotta go. We don't have the luxury of time. Do y'all understand that? Y'all think y'all do. We all think we do because we exist in these vessels. We exist in this time. But if you have goals that you want to achieve, that you have to achieve, let's take out the word want, that you must achieve. How do you have time to be so lackluster? How do you have time to just exist? How do you have that time? I don't understand that. And I know that that's how, I was like that. I get it. I'm not far removed and above it. But I realized that the essence of time every single day. Every day. My children growing before my eyes. My son lost his first tooth last night. And I'm like, dang, like time is, I'll be 35, y'all, in February, 35. I mean, time is not waiting. It's not waiting, okay? And so with that in mind, what is it that you want to see come to fruition this next year? Who do you have to be? That's the question. Who do you have to be? You know, being a person with the heart of a servant, I always want to help people, always do. But I've learned in my life that sometimes that hinders me. And maybe that's you. Maybe that's your story. Maybe that's your same type of characteristic that you have. But I'm here to tell you that you don't have time to keep dragging your feet. You don't have time. So set bold goals so that not only that you can achieve them, even if you miss the mark, the person you become getting there is amazing, right? So I'm going to leave you with this. Think about where you are today, what's gotten you to today, and what do you want to be? Who do you want to be tomorrow? When I say tomorrow, I mean in the coming 3 months, the coming 6 months, the coming 9 months, and then your 5 years. Do you even have a 5-year goal? What's your 5-year plan? Okay? So if this message helps you in any way, let me know. Please come over to my YouTube channel. Come to YouTube, subscribe to me. I'm really feeling back to my old self. When I was doing this plan, I used to go live all the time. I used to love to help people with their mindset. But I want to get back to me. I want to get back to doing what I do best, and that's helping people to change the way they see things. And so I'm going to go. It's time for me to eat, but thank you so much for watching. It's my first time streaming on 3 platforms, and I freaking love it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of, rendezvous, let me know in the comments. It'll really help me to plan more content for you. And yeah, that's all I got for you. See you very, very soon. Bye, guys.